एक ओंकार सतनाम करता पुरख निरभौ निर्वैर अकाल मूरत अजूनी सैभं गुर प्रसाद जप आद सच जुगाद सच है भी सच नानक होसी भी सच। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। Sangat ji, today we're all blessed with the Sangat of Tan Sahib Satguru Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. With Guru Sahib's Kirpa, today we'll discuss the events of the 11th of Poh and the beginning of Sakha Sarhand. Due to the floods of the river Sirsa, Mata Gujri ji and the Chote Sahibzade ended up separated from Guru Sahib and was given a place to stay by the cook of Guru Sahib's court, Gangu, in his village of Kheti. Despite being apart from their father, both Sahibzada Baba Zorawar Singh Ji and Sahibzada Baba Fateh Singh Ji's faces shone with divine radiance. Their hearts were filled with faith, unshakable and complete trust in their Guru Sahib. Mata Gujri ji had a pouch of golden coins which they carried with them for an emergency. One night, Gangu's eyes fell upon Mataji's pouch of golden coins. His mind slowly became poisoned with greed. He crept into the room where Mataji and the Chote Sahibzade slept and stole the pouch of coins. But Mataji were Brahm Gyani themselves. They knew Gangu had stolen the coins. Gangu, if you needed it, why didn't you just ask? Why resort to stealing? But Gangu felt no shame. He responded, I give you shelter and you dare accuse me? I will report you to the Marinda authorities. Driven by greed, Gangu handed Mataji and the Sahibzade to the Mughals and received a hefty sum for his actions. Sahibzada Baba Fateh Singh Ji, Sahibzada Baba Zorawar Singh Ji and Mata Gujri Ji were taken to the site of Gurdwara Sri Kotwali Sahib in Marinda city by Janni Khan and Mani Khan, the Raja headmen. They were then kept in a prison cell overnight and then taken to Sarhand, now Fatehgarh Sahib, to face trial and potential execution. The Kotwali still exists at Gurdwara Sri Kotwali Sahib. The Gurdwara has been built around the original Kotwali. After a night there, they were transported to Sarhand and the infamous Thanda Burj. The Thanda Burj is a tall tower near the river Hansa. The height of the Thanda Burj, the winds from the Hansa, and harsh seasonal conditions of Bodha Mahina made it very cold and harsh to bear. The Mughals did not give Mataji and the Chote Sahibzade any clothes, bedding, food, or water. Being sat on the ice-cold floor constantly in a state of Jardigala, waiting for news from the court of Wazir Khan. Being told that the Chote Sahibzade must go to the Darbar of Wazir Khan, Mataji reminded both Baba Zorawar Singh Ji and Baba Fateh Singh Ji about their lineage and how their grandfather, Sahib Satguru Sri Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, gave their head in Delhi, and how their great-great-grandfather, Sahib Satguru Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji, gave Shahidi in Lahore, whilst fighting against tyranny and protecting those who couldn't protect themselves. This was to strengthen them and prepare them against Wazir Khan. Wazir Khan was overjoyed that they had captured the Chote Sahibzade, since he couldn't capture Guru Sahib or Chamkaur Sahib. He thought by converting them to Islam, Guru Gobind Singh Ji's authority would be shown as weak. The Chote Sahibzade make their way to the Darbar of Sarhand. While on the way, gods explained how they should bow down and do the Islamic salam to Wazir Khan. As most of you will know, when they reached the entrance of the Darbar, the big gate was closed and the small gate was open, which was intentionally done so they had to enter head first, causing them to bow down to Wazir Khan. The 17 Mughals in the Darbar foolishly thought that the young Baba Zorawar Singh Ji and young Baba Fateh Singh Ji would follow along with their plans, underestimating them just because of their age. But these two princes were not just two small boys. They were the sons of the greatest warrior, the greatest poet, the greatest father to step foot on this earth. They were the sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Imagine the shock and surprise from everyone in the court when they entered foot first, turned to each other and shouted, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. These actions showed that the power of the Mughal Raj could only reach the feet of these princes and could not influence the actions of the sons of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj or members of the Khalsa. However, the foolish Wazir Khan instead felt happy, thinking that this thread and admirance would be very useful if they converted to Islam. The Chote Sahibzade were ordered to do salam, but they were met with the reply that they did do salam before the true God, Akal Purakh, who was in the human form of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. They were told that the true king of this court was Wazir Khan. The courtiers even claimed that Guru Sahib was dead, and their older brothers Sahibzada Baba Jeet Singh Ji and Sahibzada Baba Jujar Singh Ji.
The Chote Sahibzade replied that Guru Gobind Singh Ji were the Badshah Devesh, the king of kings, and would not easily be defeated. Our brothers were then offered anything they wanted, including money and luxuries, if they converted to Islam. But all attempts from the Qazi and Nawab were rejected. They then were asked why they were so adamant on not converting to Islam. The Chote Sahibzade then replied that our grandfather gave their life to stop the Hindus from converting. Why should they need to convert from such a magnificent faith like Sikhi? We should acknowledge that not everybody in the Darbar hated the princes, but they were too afraid to speak up. This is why Akal Purakh sent Tan Sri Guru Gobind Singh Ji to create the Khalsa, because people were too afraid of going against the tyrants of Kaljog, and someone had to stand up against them. We hold a misconception that our 10th Guru was very different to those before them, but they are the Jodh that continued on from Guru Nanak Dev Ji. The strong faith and inner strength of the Sahibzade shook Wazir Khan and the court. Wazir Khan ordered them back to the Thanda Burj so he could create a new plan to change the minds of the Sahibzade. This will be discussed in tomorrow's Vichar. The Chote Sahibzade went eagerly back to Mata Gujri Ji to explain what had happened in the Darbar. Mata Ji thanked Guru Sahib for their sons keeping their Sikhi. She also was told that tomorrow they will go to the Mughal court on their own again. Mataji explained to the Chote Sahibzade on the importance of doing a beinti to Waheguru if their minds ever falters on their dharam. Bhai Moti Ram Mehra Ji was a villager who had heard of Guru Sahib's family being kept in the Thanda Burj. Orders were given that anyone and their family who dared to provide any food or comforts for Guru Sahib's family in any way would be sent to the Kollu, a sugar mill, to be crushed to death. Eventually, this is how Moti Ram Mehra and his family faced death. Until now, Mataji and Moti Ram Mehra and his family Mataji and the Chote Sahibzade still did not receive any food or water inside the Thanda Burj. So, Moti Ram Mehra decided, with the support of his wife and mother, to sneak in and give milk to the Chote Sahibzade and Mataji. Moti Ram Mehra Ji had given money and jewelry to the gods as ransom in order to go up to the Mata Gujri Ji and the Chote Sahibzade to serve them milk.
Sadh Sangat Ji, this is just one example of many within our history of sacrifice through Shahidi. We must all learn from the bravery of Bhai Moti Ram and how the Chote Sahibzade challenged those who deemed themselves higher than them, not out of ego, but out of pride, from being the sons of Guruji, just like the rest of us. We should understand that they were genuinely so proud of our dharam and had full faith in their Guru Pita. Not only that, we can learn about how by taking Amrit and keeping faith, we will also remain above the world by being part of the Khalsa and eventually get the darshan of Guru Parmeshwar. We can see Guru Sahib's pride in the Khalsa as well as through the Bani of Khalsa Mahimma, which highlights the qualities the Khalsa has and how great it is, showing how Guru Sahib would be proud of us if we were part of Paramatma ki Fauj. We must understand that the Shakti that was with them comes from Sakya, Naam and Satgur's Daya. These are our roots of Sikhi, and we must continue these actions to keep our Sikhi strong and for our next generation to be devoted members of the Khalsa. We also understand from the significance of the Khalsa and how much Guru Sahib sacrificed to keep it alive, showing how we must do the same, be like them and the Chote Sahibzade, accepting the hukam of Akal Purakh even if we must give up this temporary life of ours. Sad Sangat Ji, please forgive us for the many mistakes we must have made while reciting history. Let us all come together in the remembrance of all the Singhs and Singhniya who sacrificed so much to keep our beloved Dharam alive to this day. With Sri Chaupai Sahib Ji da Jap and Waheguru Simran.
Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh.